something gone wrong?
We're going live now.
Are we starting again?
Oh.
Excellent. So, what you don't know, eh? Yeah, what you guys don't know is that this is take 2. Okay, so we've just done a really great intro, and no one will know how good it was because no one saw it except a couple of people here. Hello, Ed from Straight 8. God, this feels familiar. And I'm here at CineLab London to bring to you, at home, at work, wherever you are, to you Straight 8 films ever made. They haven't been made, they haven't been seen by their makers yet. And that's all going to happen over the next hour. We've got 15 brand new competition where they get to make a 2.5 minute long Super 8 film on just one cartridge, editing in camera, any titling grade pull of the trigger, and they haven't seen their work. Even the soundtrack has to be made blind. All we've done is line it up with the first frame of picture. With this competition, we have 2, but with this competition, every entered film gets shown, no matter whether it's come out or not. And everyone thinks we're joking when we say that, but we're not, okay? So you could see a black film, you could see 15 black films. I don't think that will happen. Honestly, that could happen. So this is what we're all playing for. Beautiful trophies, and the gold, silver and bronze winners of the shootouts get it, so that's really exciting. These beautiful trophies are made out of broken beyond repair Super 8 cameras. In this edition, donated by a camera sales company called Camera Crate. Thank you, Camera Crate. And then they've been lovingly dipped in lacquer. On this one, the button still moves. You can still see through it, I think, yeah. And for this edition, they're on these lovely wooden bases. So we've got gold, silver and bronze to give away today. And at the end of this live stream, we're going to try and contact the bronze, silver and gold winners. So if you are one of the people that made the film, you should have given us your contact details to WhatsApp video you and include you in this stream. If you haven't, reply to that email we sent you during this quickly. But otherwise, we'll try and find you. So that's the trophies. Let's say thanks to some of the partner companies that helped this happen. So we've got CineLab, who we'll talk about a bit more in a second, because we're right here and I've got someone who knows much more about it than I do. We've got Panavision, thank you guys. Number 8 London, VFX and Sound boutique house in London. Barney, Tracy, everyone, thank you guys. Brand new to us is Warner Chappell Production Music, who we're having a lot of fun with, new partner, and we've used some of their music today in the trailer, which you'll see, which is banging, so check them out. And APA, of course, Steve and I hatched this plan to do this kind of companies competition a few years ago, at the same time that we struck up a partnership with CineLab, so we've all been thick as thieves since that. And also Machine Shop, as I said, for the trophies, and 7 is our outfit, in case anyone was wondering. So let's say hello to Adrian, who I think's got a beer as well. We're going to socially distance, and he's going to say hi, because Adrian runs this lab. And Adrian, we like crazy people. He bought a lab when film looked like it was going down the toilet, didn't you, Adrian?
And sometimes I wonder whether it still is. Hi everyone, welcome yet again to another Straight 8 shootout. And I guess one of the things that's interesting in the last couple of years as shootout's been kicked off, it's amazing the number of excuses from people within the sort of professional industry, what excuses people can come up with to avoid actually taking part in this competition. We love it. It's a pretty brave thing that the 15 entrants have done in terms of doing this. For the first time, I haven't actually seen any of this stuff going through the lab. I've avoided it this year. So, and as with Ed and Alex, who've organised all of this, they're in a similar situation. So we'll see how it goes. It's been a quiet few months start of the year. It looks like we're going to have a really busy year, and I'm hoping that's consistent with all of you guys out there. But really, there should have been no excuse to get off your backside and shoot one of these over the last 3 months. And we're looking forward to seeing how it goes. So good luck, everyone.
Right.
And I'm going to go and grab my beer now.
Cool. Cheers, Adrian. Right, it's a bit early in the day to drink, but wow, it's been a bit of a setup today, so. Okay, we absolutely love this. We can't wait to share the films, can't wait to see them myself. At the end of the 15 films playing, and they're all 2.5 minutes, as I said, we're going to show a couple of classic straight eights. We're going to show the last shootout gold winner from Japan, which is really lovely, called Stay Tricky. And we're going to show one of the really great films from our other competition, our annual competition of last year, called Crumbs, which was made by some folk in Prague, who I know are watching as well, which is super clever. Stay tuned for those, because when they've played, we'll have the votes in. Only the companies that entered can vote. They get 1 vote each. So we'll be totting those up. You can't all vote, unfortunately. And then we'll be reaching the winners, as we said before. So stick around for that, because it's a lot of fun. And we should be done. We'll try and bring it in by 3 if we can, UK time. So hello to everyone all over the world. Good luck with your films. Don't forget, every single shot, I know I do this every time, but you've got to know, every single shot of these films you're about to see was made on a camera a bit like this. In fact, quite a lot of people used a Canon 814, I noticed this year. And this is shot 1 of my film. Bang. It's edited now. Can you hear that? It's in. It's the first shot. That's it. Right now, Artie, it's the second shot. Bang, that's in. I've set all my in and out points of my edit of my first 2 shots and the in point for shot 3. You can never go back. At the end, you take your film out like that, and it comes out like that, and you've made your film. You haven't done the sound yet, but it says exposed there. It's probably not in focus. It says exposed there. You've done it. You send it here. The guys process it. You send us your soundtrack. It has to be original, and we really do check. Bang them together, and you wait and see it. And it's basically, remember, it's this beautiful format. Let's not forget. Okay, it's literally that. You hold light up to it, there's an image. So that's what we're going to do. We're watching it on here, you're watching it on there, and we'll see you after these 15 films play. Alex, have I forgotten anything?
I think that's it.
Okay, good. Here we go then. Good luck, everyone that entered. You'll see your company logos on the screen during the trailer. And just before that, we've got a couple of partner sizzle reels. So watch them and take note. Thank you.
And in response to your questions, the allegation about Piers Morgan's sex cult are wildly exaggerated. I think the old phrase is, 4 sex slaves does not a harem make. Thank you, no more questions. Thank you, no more questions. Sorry, I need to take this. Yep. Yes, hello, Mummy. Oh, you saw me, did you? What did you think? No, I'm not quite Prime Minister yet, but should be very soon. Yes, I agree, Mr. Johnson should give me a turn. You're right, I would do a good job. Look, Mummy, I've just got my brand manager here and we're just going to talk through some names. Yes, I'd make a marvellous mayor too. Okay, Mummy, gotta go. Lots of love. Okay, talk to me. What have we got?
So, we've been in testing all morning and normal mic, big arm mic and friendly mic have all tested very badly.
What about Magic Mike?
Channing Tatum owns that, unfortunately.
What the fuck is a Channing Tatum?
Oh, Mr. Minister, just wanted to say thank you so much for your speech. It means
Okay, well look, put in a call to my office and let them know and we'll definitely have a chat about
Thank you,
it.
it means a lot.
Okay, cool. If one of those fucking mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging Luddites comes near me again, I'm going to have your fucking balls kicked through the back of your fucking head.
Noted, sir.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to go to the toilet for a little think session. So give me, give me that. Don't,
Not this time.
Are you getting in on this?
Not this time, Minister.
Get in here, you gaping vagina. Made a slug for you. All right. Like Mike, MySpace Mike, Iron Mike. I know that's muscles Mike. Big, muscly, veiny muscle.
Hot mic. It's a hot mic.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Made a slug for you. Yes, hello, Mummy.
We are all born with certain characteristics, some more peculiar than others. Nature has blessed Roxy with a pair of roller skates instead of feet. Peggy, Roxy's best friend, has also got roller skates as feet. Each day, they are faced with new obstacles. Their biggest day-to-day challenge is stairs. Look at these stairs, so many of them. Oh, and grass. They get stuck in their wheels. Those cobbly wobblies are a nightmare. Life can be quite tough for these two. In social occasions, Peggy feels out of place. She doesn't quite know where she belongs. Her soul sister will always be there for her. There will always be a magical place where they can both let down their hair and be themselves.
My mind changes along the tide. Steady breathing of purple blue lights. I can't say I'll stay on the ride, 'cause I get tired. Though my heart is open to trying new things. I like mountains and golden rings. Best believe there's no box I fit in, 'cause I keep changing. I'm not your baby. I'm not your baby and I'm done. I don't need saving, uncomplicated. I keep on learning 'cause it's fun. I do the things that are naughty, 'cause I wanna learn if it's right for me. I'm not your baby. I'm not your baby and I'm done. I don't need saving, I'm complicated. I keep on learning 'cause it's fun. Na 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 na.
Me too.
But I'm really excited about going back home to the big, bright, blue, clean ocean.
Yeah, not long now.
Here comes the net! It looks like we're going home! Yes!
Oh, yeah. Wait for me! Maybe I'm staying here. No!
The place is so noisy. It's hurting my head. It's so weird. It doesn't feel like home. I'm really worried about my friend.
Hey, over here! I've made it! I didn't think I was going to make it. But this noise is awful. What is going on in this place? This disgusting plastic everywhere. This is just not like what it used to be.
This is not what we expected it to be.
No, you're right. I don't know what's going to go off now. We're stuck here in this awful place.
I wish we could make a signal so our owners could find us.
Yeah, because they were nice and they didn't do this. Not like the other humans.
This place is not the same anymore. I want to go back to the fish boat.
Steve, just look at all these straws. What do they do with them?
What they do is they drink with them and they'll throw them away into the sea.
A little bit disappointing. We were hoping a little bit more sun would begin to move in from the west. We'll show you where it is in just a minute.
Continue. High pressure moves away. We've got a trough of low pressure.
When you dress the kids tomorrow, may want to start with a jacket. Take that thing off in the afternoon. Shorts, sunshine, 80s.
Wow.
Very nice.
It's like summer all over again.
Yeah, it's like summer hasn't quit yet, and it probably won't for at least a couple more days.
We'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Continue. High pressure moves away. We've got a trough of low pressure. And the big news is this cool air coming in. This is going to be the coolest air of the season.
That's going to transition to what looks like freezing rain. And that winter gear is going to get a lot of usage.
Yes. Stay in your home. Stay safe, hunker down as this storm moves through. Yes.
Now becoming summer-like for the afternoon with highs close to 90 degrees, but remaining dry. Don't forget your sunblock.
Yes, yes.
Amazing beach day. Summer has kind of arrived a little early.
Continue. But look at this area of snow, and some of it heavy. These folks aren't used to this kind of snow. By Monday, it comes up out of the Gulf, bringing a lot of moisture with it. Snow stretching from...
Yeah, because after we had to deal with frost this morning and we're all bundled up and everything, now this weekend it looks like we'll have to maybe bring out some short sleeves.
Be prepared, stay hydrated out there, wear that sunscreen, and try to find some shade in the midday hours.
Continue.
Well, like I said, it did cloud up through the four-state region, but it especially clouded up through the whole nation. Let's take a look at that map.
g'day.
Hi, it's Nikki from E-Date. Am I speaking with Robert?
Yeah, yep. Bob. Or Rob. Robert's my name, but they call me Bob.
Great.
Well, the email said to get in touch for a chat. It helps to determine whether this will work out or not.
That's correct, Robert. Welcome. So, can you tell me about some of your interests?
Interests? Oh, can I start with what I don't like?
Absolutely. That's always a good place to start.
Well, I fucking hate nature. I mean, you know how people ask if you'd like to go for a hike or to see some waterfalls? Yeah, well, none of that. I can't stand it. So I'll stop you there if that's your go-to starter.
Well, that's all right, Robert. How about something indoors? Do you like going to the movies?
How am I supposed to get to the cinema, Nikki? Walk? A bird will probably shit on me or it'll hail or something. I just...
Got it. Nothing outdoors at all.
Beauty. Glad we clarified, but it just shits me with its unpredictability. With the wind, the heat, the sun, the rain. I mean, who wants to be peppered by whatever mood the sky decides to be in on that day? So, do you like the outdoors, Nikki?
Well, yes. I guess you could say I do.
I don't think this is going to work out.
I'm sorry?
I really don't think we're a good match for each other.
Robert, I don't think you understand.
We'll start out watching movies, okay? We're playing board games, experiencing the grand indoors together. Then you'll start opening the curtains saying, it's such a nice day outside, and oh, let's go for a walk. And before I know it, you're dragging me through some pollen-abundant, canine-infested park as I'm sweating my balls off.
Robert, I assure you no one is going to make you do anything you're uncomfortable with.
All right. Thanks, Nikki. So do you like board games?
Robert, I think you're missing the point.
I like Battleship, personally.
Battleship is fun. Monopoly was always my favourite.
Ah, Monopoly. I can tell you're a Mayfair kind of woman.
Yeah, and what does that mean, Robert?
Well, it means you're classy, Nikki.
Is that right, Robert?
Do you have a boyfriend, Nikki?
You think I'm going to tell you that?
Well, yes. The playing field isn't even here. You know my relationship status.
Okay, yes, I'm single. Should we continue this conversation on a line that my boss isn't listening to?
Beauty, send me your mobile.
Will do. Bye, Robert.
After a year of lockdowns, today marks the official rollback of all COVID restrictions. Many workers are expected to return to the office next Monday, despite a heavy weekend ahead. With the reopening of bars, restaurants and clubs, the natural buzz of London's nightlife returns once more. Many are asking what this means for the habits and support networks built during the last year, with animal shelters in particular urging people that a pet isn't just for lockdown.
Jim has spent his whole life listening, not just for anything. Jim is listening for something special, for one thing and one thing only. Jim is listening for the sound of life. It's a sound never before heard by human ears. It's said to be the sound that maintains the harmony of nature, a sonic constant providing richness and serenity to those who hear it. There are those who think the sound of life is a work of fiction. Then there are those who believe. Jim is a believer. And his belief has led to a life of trial and error, a seemingly endless cycle of anticipation and disappointment. But little did he know, today was the day this cycle was going to end. Jim was on the verge of making his discovery, hearing the sound that would change his life and the world forever.
Today, they embark on a journey into an exotic landscape. A seldom studied ecosystem filled with unique species. Trash Island. In Trash Island, nature and mankind have evolved together to form a symbiotic relationship. Man provides trees with their needed nutrients, and in return, in the spring, the trees bud their bountiful fruit. These natural treats come in myriad delicious shapes and tastes. Likewise, the earth brings forth succulents that you can eat right off the stem. These berries can be both sweet and savory. On Trash Island, you can find a startling amount of biodiversity. Animals big and small, all sharing this Garden of Eden. If you look carefully, you'll find an ecosystem bustling with activity, always on the move. Look to see, and you can witness beautiful aquatic creatures in their great migrations. In this Shangri-La, most animal species coexist in perfect harmony. This is synergy unique to the natural world. But like all ecosystems, it is not without its dangers. Sometimes it's kill or be killed. Darwin's law applies. Only the strong can survive. And just as life emerges from the trash, it must one day return to the trash. Yes, here the essence of life is trash. Just a lot of trash and trash. Just trash, 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 trash. Anyway, come experience this paradise of Trash Island.
And finally, over to our nature correspondent, Herbie Sprates, for this special report.
Recent times. Times that have unprecedentedly been labelled unprecedented times. Over the last 12 months, we've made fundamental changes to the way we live, the way we work. And society has reassessed those things, once so important, but which now seem irrelevant. Like trousers. Since the world was plunged into a state of lockdown, trouser wearing worldwide has dropped to an unprecedented low. Now, surplus to requirements and left to their own devices, trousers appear to be reverting to a wild state. Their symbiotic relationship with humans broken, and with a decrease in footfall in heavily populated areas, trousers are reclaiming deserted environments as their own. Look closely, and you can spot this pair cunningly hidden amongst the leafy foliage. The phenomenon has received a mixed reception from scientists and the public alike. And though for many, the dramatic surge in trouser population has made some areas a no-go, others have welcomed the newcomers to their local green spaces.
Well, I think it's just wonderful. When I was little, I used to come here to feed the ducks. Now, I feed the trousers. They're not keen on bread. Me neither, to be honest. Gives me, you know, falafel. That's what they like.
What's more, naturalists worldwide have reported a quite magnificent sight. Flocks of trousers roaming freely, moving together in formation in city centre parks. Liberated from the tyranny of legs, the trouser has found a new place in the world. Together, man and hose must find a new harmony. And now, back to the studio.
Well, there we go. Well done to everyone who made a film, was part of making a film in front of camera, behind camera. Okay, good. The deafening applause rippling across the internet there. We've got a really nice high number of viewers, so thanks for everyone who's tuned in. That's really awesome. Very exciting. Well, there's a little dose of creativity, very raw. We're a bit behind schedule, so what we're going to do is we'll move it on quickly. We've deliberately not said the names of the companies that made the films, and that's so that when people vote for their gold, silver and bronze choices, not including their own, they don't, think, oh, well, that's that company. So it's just totally anonymous at this point. The voting forms are going out right now to the 15 companies. So one representative from each company is going to fill in the drop-down menu of their gold, silver and bronze choices. They can't vote for their own film. There are little thumbnails in the form that we're sending you to give you a quick reminder of which one was which. But well done again to everyone that made one. Then we're going to call the people who have picked up trophies, and we're going to try to call you. So now when you're seeing this, I've said it about a minute earlier. So that's weird, because right now, I've just said that. So we could just twiddle our thumbs for a minute and let them catch up. It doesn't work like that. So what's going to be weird is your phone might start ringing. And that could be a good sign, because it could mean that we're going to give you a trophy. So if you're one of those people who's expecting a phone call, make sure your phone's switched up loud. And then when we call you, make sure you turn off your live stream, okay? It'll be all out of sync, but otherwise it will all go haywire, it'll be awful. Okay, so that's just a bit of housekeeping. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna show you all the last gold winner of the last shootout, which was made by Neon, very cool production company in Tokyo, and it's called Stay Tricky, and it's really great. Our last shootout was called the Isolation Edition. All the films were made in strict isolation according to the rules at the time in the UK, back in, I think it was March last year, and everyone was super creative with that. And then that's why we decided to make this one the Nature Edition, just to sort of represent just things maybe lifting a little bit, and also how much we've all fallen head over heels in love with nature again. So there we go. So we're going to show you that, and then we're going to show you Crumbs, which is a spectacular collection of 3,600 photographs taken with a Super 8 camera. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just wait and watch it, because it's awesome. And then we're going to come back on, so don't go away, don't get distracted by emails, revel in these, find out who won, and that will be a good thing to do. So hang on in there. Okay, ready, Alex?
Ready.
Bye. Hi. We're going to show you one more because we're still counting votes. So, this is the gold winner of the shootout before last. I think, was this the last time we were in Cannes doing it? Yeah. Which is called For the Record. Really good, funny, straight 8, made by Roscoe 5 for Spindle Films. So yeah, this one gold the time before. They're good, aren't they? So have another one, and then we should have the winners ready to announce. Okay, enjoy. That walk off so cheap.
My name is Gideon Beresford, and I can piss for a very, very long time. This is my story. It all started last winter. I was having lunch with my then fiancée, Pamela. When I got back from the toilet, she accused me of having a long poo, but she wouldn't believe that I'd actually just been having a wee. I insisted I was weeing and not pooing, but she stormed off. She said, "Well then, that must have been the world's longest piss." And I thought, really? So I engulfed myself in some serious research. Did you know that the world's longest piss is 507 seconds? That's only 8.5 minutes. I kept going through that afternoon in my head. I'd done longer, surely. There was a chance I could make history. I couldn't afford to miss another unofficiated piss, so I hired an independent adjudicator from the World Record Book. Michael was a total professional. He offered me 2 options. Option 1, we head to Deutschland for an experimental surgery to reduce the aperture of my dick hole, restricting flow rate. Option 2, a month of rigorous preparation. Naturally, I opted for option 1, but it didn't work. So preparation began. It was the hardest goddamn month of my godforsaken life. I was pissing my life away, but I was absolutely loving every single bloody second of it. 2 weeks in, my bladder was the size of a Tesco's carrier bag and could store up to 20 litres of pure liquid. I ate nothing but watermelon and drank up to 100 pints of the clear stuff a day. We could almost taste victory, and it tasted like piss. The hard work soon began to pay off. I was given the go-ahead. So, I booked the prestigious Royal Albert Hall in London, England. We rallied the troops and spent over 4,000 squid on posters. And the big day was soon upon us. But on the way, disaster struck. A school bus full of little boys and girls flipped on a speed bump, killing all on board. But even worse, all this caused a huge traffic jam on Kensington High Street. We were already running late because Michael stood in a doggy pro on his way to the cab. But with copious amounts of urine sloshing in my belly, the worst happened. Weeks of preparation came gushing out of my urethra. And worst of all, Michael didn't even time it.
What's that? So, we are, all the votes are in now, and they're all being tallied, okay? It's not that easy, this. Not to be recommended. But fun for a Thursday afternoon in a kind of way. Thanks to all our entered companies, I can now say who they are. We've got, can we say that now? Yeah, we can. So Hot Mic was the first film where the classic Gordon Brown mistake of leaving your microphone on, your radio mic on after a speech, was made by Pitch and Sync, a music company based in London but very much global. The next one was Roller Girls, Roller Skate Feet with the Roller Girls, was really nice, by mullenlowe London and their in-house Yeti. Beautiful. I'll actually say the charities that people have nominated. So if Hot Mic wins, they want the money to go to Médecins Sans Frontières. If Roller Skate Feet win, it's going to Shelter. The third film you saw in Mexico, beautiful film, was made by the Lift Mexico, which is a service company, which a lot of people know, very well known on the global circuit, very nice people. And their film was called The Mother. And here we can test my Spanish accent now. Their charity is Fundación Cendes, which is the Centro Nacional par... Oh no, I just realised Oscar on our team is Spanish. This is so bad. Oscar, how do you say this? Come and do my job. Yeah.
Fundación CENES, Centro Nacional para el, I can't read that.
It's folded, isn't it?
Sexual Infantil y Invenil.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Oscar. Oscar's on the team today. Very handy. Yeah, I think you got that right. I don't know, one of the accents wasn't quite right, I thought, but there you go. The next one you saw was made by Gear Room, who's a guy called Dan, who you'll hear more about soon, but he's going to be renting out Super 8 and 16mm camera kits, which is interesting. His film was called Consumed. His the one with the fish in the tank, who get to move to another tank. Very nice. His charity is Save the Children. Then we've got Groundglass in South Africa, who've been our pals for Straight 8 for a long time now, really good supporters, made a lovely, beautiful film, also very sort of Terrence Malick-y, Magic Hour-y. Don't forget your sunblock with the kind of cowherders, the American weather forecast soundtracks. And their charity is a project actually that they're very involved in, do lots of philanthropy, and it's called Rise Above Development in Lavender Hill in Cape Town. Then we had from our silver winner of the last shootout, Yolafilmo, which is a small film collective. I hope you don't mind me saying small, Candida, but I mean it's like boutique, bijou, interesting, upcoming, and it's called Yolafilmo, and they made yerba mala. Oscar, all right?
Yeah.
Yerba mala. That's actually Catalan, so which means bad grass, or apparently maybe bad mate, which was the one with that beautiful set with the woman on the bed and the guy at the desk with the tattoos that all sort of went a bit wrong. At which point we suddenly started thinking, shit, maybe we should be checking these films before we show them, but thankfully it stopped before it got too bad. Their charity is Beyond Blue, which I think is the mental health charity that we donated to last time on their behalf. The next film was made by Presence, our friend Danny Fleet, who's got a production company relatively new in London, and it was called Nature Doubles, shot I think around Hampstead Heath, somewhere I'm very familiar with, and his is a local charity to him, Queen's Crescent Community Association. The next one was all the way from Australia. The producers, Beyond Blue, is their charity as well, and it was called Pros and Cons of Bob, and that was beautifully exposed there. And I hope you don't mind me saying, but I think there was a bit of confusion, and they actually shot it at 18 frames per second, which was what gave it that slightly edgy movement, which actually worked really well. I know it wasn't intentional, but I thought it gave it an interesting, slightly cartoony edge. What do I know? But that was pretty nice and very, very nicely shot. And I know it was a bit of a headache realising that you'd mixed up the frame rates from our two competitions, but there you go. And nice that Cameron, who's now signed to the producers in Australia, who made that, actually was just at film school when we first met him at Cannes Film Festival when he came to our Straight 8 screening there. So that's a nice bit of global coincidence. And then Dog Eat Dog. Am I all right tap dancing? Are you ready now?
Yeah, well, we have to do a recount.
Okay, there's a recount going on.
There was one
Has
point
been.
in it.
Go on. 1 point in it.
I have the top three.
Okay, good. There's 1 point in it, and we're nearly there. So I'll keep talking about the films quickly, but we have done a recount. We are very, very thorough about this, and no one's voted for their own film, right?
No one's voted for their own film.
Amazing. Okay, perfect. So the next film you saw was really gorgeous. That big art dance piece. A little bit soft. Damn it. Probably a camera problem. But gorgeous. What an effort getting all those performance artists out in the open to do that. By Dog Eat Dog, and it was called Pandemonium, and their charity is Play for Progress. The next one was by Agile. I told you it was a really amazing list of companies. Agile Films in London made Forget Me Nots, and their charity is Voyage Youth. I'm just speeding up a little bit. Caviar, another brilliant production company all over the world, made A Separation, which was the guy who I think had become a bit too attached to his only housemate during lockdown, the Cactus, perhaps. That's what I read into it. Very nice. Then we had by Familia, another excellent production company, The Quietest Sound on Earth, beautifully styled. Oh, God damn it, Ed. Caviar's charity is themotherhoodgroup.com. Familia's was The Quietest Sound on Earth, beautifully styled guy listening to sound of nature. Their charity is Centrepoint. Publicist Group / Prodigious London made The Walker with the naked people. So that was, again, very edgy. We thought for a minute we were going to get shut down on YouTube, but there were not too many bits on show, so YouTube didn't notice. The bots there didn't notice the bots. And theirs is, their charity is Countryside Restoration Trust. And then we had Pulse Films, who we've been wanting to enter for ages, and they did. And in New York, they made Trash Island, talking about the state of our ecosystem. And then finally, and this was a random order, and we loved it, we chuckled when we did the random order, and the last film was called And Finally. And finally, the last film was called And Finally, and it was by Iris, who've entered lots of times, and they've been really supportive of Straight 8, and we love that. Thank you, Grant, and everyone, and Lexi in Atlanta. And their charity is the Trussell Trust. And rewinding one, Pulse's charity is the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU. So, are we going to try and dial in the bronze winner? Because I'm not even going to know who it is either, I don't think. Should we do it?
Yeah.
Sounds really certain. Shall we do it?
Yeah! Woo!
We're going to do it. So I'm going to get the bronze trophy, and then Oscar, I'm going to walk over there, right?
Oh, look, we've even got, look, we can play this in the background. Isn't this fun?
Way, look at that. I'm going to get the little version of that. So the bronze one is the darkest base. Yeah, this one. Here we go. Yeah. Is that it? Is that the same?
Yeah.
Nice gifts by Alex there.
Okay,
Round here.
Yeah, I'm going to load up the name of the winner. Let's get the house lights up so we can see.
I don't want to see the name.
No, but
okay,
I need to find their name or number.
Okay.
Without showing everyone.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So this is where the shit happens. Adrian, you met earlier.
I wouldn't describe it as
Alex,
shit.
This is where the good shit happens.
Yeah. Okay.
He's so clever. He's so clever.
So bronze. Fortunately, there is a clear bronze, silver, and gold.
Okay. This is exciting, right? It's so weird not getting any feedback. Is anyone writing in the comments? I can't see the YouTube link, but are you excited? Yeah. Somehow tell us. Someone send me a message. Oh, there's just nothing going on. Can't we get back into cinemas soon, please? Come on. Is there anyone even still out there? Send me a sign. Send me a sign. A lot of you have got my number.
Okay, I'm phoning the bronze winner right now.
Okay, great.
Your headphones are here so you can speak to them.
Okay.
Oh, they've answered.
Oh, who's this? Is that?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
This
Hey,
is
man.
Everyone needs to put their headphones on to hear you.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm not going to tell you who it is, so you
I think it's William or Colin. I'm not sure
No,
which
it's
is.
Colin. It's Colin.
Colin. But there's a W in your initials.
Well, yeah, I'm a William. I'm a Colin. I'm a William Collins. But.
Okay, but we'll call you Colin. I'm Ed. Nice to meet you.
Hi. I have no idea why you're calling me because our film was so incredibly stupid.
Well, welcome to Straight 8. You've just won a bronze trophy.
Oh, thank you.
Here it is.
Wow.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Colin, you made Pulse's entry, which was Trash.
Trash Island, yeah.
Trash Island. Sorry, it wasn't Trash. Yeah, well done. Trash Island, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell I'm a self-loathing New Yorker, so.
Yeah, so you like that kind of talk. You made that shitty film Trash.
Yeah. Miraculously, the main thing we just wanted to turn out was the shot with the pigeon. And you can tell that's where the film totally got derailed. We went into it with a plan, and then we were just on the street, and then we saw that happening, and we said, well, there's no way we can't film this right now. And we just kind of went with it live from then on out. But
that's brave. I love that. I think it's good. It's good to have a plan, and then it's good to be able to rip it up.
Yeah, so thanks to Eric Schleicher who shot that with me. We had a lot of fun. And to Connor Kammerer, who made the great score, and to the Baron, who did the Herzog-esque voiceover. Unfortunately, for some reason, and I have no idea why, it kind of gradually kept losing sync as it went on. But I guess that just means that we didn't keep as precise track of our feet that we were running through as we thought we were. But I don't know.
Well,
I'm glad you still liked it.
It's good to embrace a bit of happy accident, and also it's good to have fun on the shoot and not be overly anal. And listen, you got a bronze, so that's good.
Yeah, incredible. Thank you so much.
Can I add to your list of thank yous a thank you to David Karbusian, who's been a friend for a long, long time, since he was a baby PA, and he finally got Pulse to do a straight 8, which is really wonderful. So thanks, David, and everyone else there from Moody.
Yeah. Huge thanks, Dav.
Yeah, and you've got a great charity, ACLU.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just say why you chose that?
Yeah, well, I maybe it's the odd man out, as maybe it's one of the only American charities in here, but over the past year in America, there's just been sort of an incessant stream of violence and unconstitutional and terrible behavior by the authority figures like the government and the police and people against American citizens, including police violence, and they continue to kill people every single day, including several people every single day this past week. So it's just to try to keep that fight going.
Good. So that's good. American Civil Liberties Union. I googled it earlier and had a look, and it looks like an amazing site and very proactive. So good. Well, thanks for getting involved.
Oh, thank you so much. Absolutely shocked that people liked such an incredibly stupid film, but thanks for watching. It was so much fun to make. And while watching it, I already knew I couldn't wait to make another one.
We'll hold you to that. It's not too late to enter our other competition that's not the company one, but we could talk about that another time. But you were voted for by the other people that did it, so they all know how hard it is to do, and they chose yours, so well done. And have a good rest of the day.
You too. Good luck to everybody else.
Perfect. Thanks, Colin.
Bye.
Take it easy. Bye. Good. That worked. I shouldn't sound surprised.
Well,
So, we've got another new camera angle. Woohoo! Okay. Shall I go and get the trophy? Oh, so do you want to get the silver trophy?
Yeah, in fact, let's put you on that one.
Oh, really? But he's panned over here.
Well, whichever.
Why do you need time?
I'm just concerned that there may be phone numbers and spoilers on the screen.
Choreography. It's all right, I've got to go over there. No,
but you can stay here.
GDPR, no, it's very important. So,
hello.
Did you want me to cover up that camera where they can see things? Here, let's just do that.
It's only that there's a little bit of
silver. Yeah, that's good.
Behind the scenes, and
so here's the silver trophy. Let's ogle it. So if you want to try and win one of these for your company, or you want your company to try and win one of these, there's a button below the stream you're watching on our site, and it says register my company for the next shootout or something like that. I can't remember. I wrote it about 10 seconds before we went live. But basically it's an opportunity for you to get on the list of companies to be invited to enter in future. So you can put it on there, make sure you add your company name or email, and then start persuading your boss that they're going to need to stamp up the cash to get your company entered into shootout. I think that's a really good use of this time.
Okay.
All right, are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay, now we're going to try and call the silver winner.
Okay, they're lined up.
And I don't know who they
It's
are,
Sterling.
which is great. Can I guess who they are?
Oh, no answer. The
No.
drama. Let's try again.
I'm trying not to look. I do like this. I hope it's fun at your end. I mean, it should be. We should be sweating and trembling with excitement. Who's this? Hello, I'm Ed, and this is Alex.
It's Cam.
It's Cam! There he is! Wow!
See you, man.
Well done.
Thank you.
You just won silver.
Wow, very, very excited. What an honour.
Amazing. Which city are you in, and what time is it?
It's about, what is it? It's 12:30 in the morning, and I'm in New South Wales at the moment.
What, sort of Sydney area, or?
Sydney, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's the spot.
Hey, well, this is nice. It's kind of like full circle.
Yeah, it's been about 5-6 years, so
Yeah.
excuse the hair, I wasn't expecting a call.
It looks great, mate.
This is awesome.
Stop fishing for compliments.
So,
no, it's the biggest
Cameron.
compliment ever to pick up a silver. That's amazing.
Yay! So the producers have entered Straight 8 a number of times, and they always seem to make a nice brand of comedy film, but always different directors. And then we were really surprised, as I said before, when they said it's Cameron March making ours, because I was like, I know that name. When we were in Cannes Film Festival, we worked really hard every year to get all the different country government equivalents of BFI to let their communities know that we've got this screening. And the guy at Screen Australia has become really good at that, Harry Avramidis, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, he's great. He's a great ambassador and helpful there, in Cannes.
Yeah, and you were in the delegation of film school students that year, right?
Yeah, correct. I remember watching the Straight 8 competition and thinking, this is wild, I would never do this.
Good idea.
Until the producers said, let's make something. And, they were obviously an amazing support as well to bring this to life. So big thanks to them. And Sean Ryan, our DP, who did a great job. So, it's exciting to finally make one. Thank you.
And I hope you didn't mind me mentioning the sort of the frame rate faux pas, but talk us through what happened.
Well, it was kind of, you were correct. Yeah, it was a little bit of a situation where the camera only shot 18 frames per second, and then when we read the guidelines again, I thought, this is fine, surely. And then realised that it's got to be at 25, and then it was a little bit of maths equation to get the sync right for the sound. But it looks like we got there in the end.
Yeah, and it did give it something different. I mean, given that there's very little opportunity to change the film after the shoot, it's actually quite interesting to undercrank it slightly. I thought it gave it a kind of edginess. Not edgy. Yeah.
Gave Bob some character.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so, are you signed to the producers now?
Yeah, so we're working together at the moment to continue making films together in the future. So it's really exciting to be working with them.
Brilliant.
They're an amazing company. So
There's Tanya, Noel,
and Victoria and Melbourne.
Yeah, they're so nice. We met them all in Cannes, and brilliant.
Oh, they're champions. Yeah.
Yay! Oh, well, I'm delighted. It's a shame we've got to send it so far because it costs more.
I know.
But
it's worth it, Ed.
Yeah, we'll put well, you might have to pay the extra postage to get it out of the post office, but fuck it,
no problem. Definitely. It's worth it.
Okay, listen, well, anything you want to add? Oh, what's your charity?
Beyond Blue, so it's an amazing charity. A lot of people know of it, and given COVID was a pretty tough time for everyone, I think they can definitely do with the help. As I'm sure their workload has increased. So amazing charity, and glad we can help.
Mental well-being. Yeah, brilliant. Well, fantastic. I'm delighted.
Awesome. Likewise. Thank you so much. Amazing competition. Thank you so much. Cheers, mate. Bye.
See you soon. Bye. Right. Wow. God, life takes some nice twists and turns sometimes.
You're on this little camera.
Hello, little camera. Oh, we got the gold one. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking off my headphones for a minute.
I'm going to
just don't want to knock your tea off. Okay, cool. I'd like to say a big thank you to Alex. Bloody fucking octopus. Brilliant at this stuff. And, what? And, yeah, very, very cool in a crisis. There's no crisis. Because he's so cool. And to Oscar. And I want to thank Lena, who's been helping us out today. And again, Adrian and Cinelab, brilliant partners. And all our partners. Let's do a quick run through until you tell me already. APA London, I'm supposed to cover up your screen. APA, see, you like this unedited shit, right? This is how we roll. I mean, if we cut out all the kind of stage directions of ourselves, it'd be about 3 minutes long, but never mind. You didn't have anything better to do, did you? I can see there's 3 people watching now.
No, there's quite a lot.
Hi, Mum. Oh, right, good. Good. Well, this is the Gold Award. It's a quick shout out for the sponsors. So again, thank you, Cinelab London, amazing, and become really great friends with each other too, I would say. That's not going too far, too personal. Also, APA London, Steve, Becca, the whole team there, amazing. And amazing what they're doing for our whole community, not just in the UK, but globally. Steve works so hard to make sure that people can keep working, keep productive, keep profit coming in, because it's been fucking crazy, hasn't he? And he's always at the top table with all the equivalents around the world, making sure that the governments understand that, you know, making films, like all industries, have to carry on. So in the early days of pandemic was super responsive, and everyone in the industry has shown him, quite rightly, loads of appreciation for that. And they're a great partner for Straight 8 as well. So that's the APA London, Advertising Producers Association. And we've got Machine Shop, who've been making our lovely, beautiful trophies for a few years. Fantastic special effects company in London doing film theatre events. We've got Warner Chappell Production Music, who've just hopped on board recently, and we're having a real good laugh with them. Really nice people. Thank you, Christopher, Roberto, Fatima. We've got Number 8 London. Barney Wright, who's in charge there, came up to me after one of the Cannes screenings and he said, "That was great." Sorry, Barney, bad impression of you. That was great. I just thought, like, well, you're Straight 8 and we're called Number 8, and I just thought maybe we could kind of do some sort of something together. Should we have a chat next week when we're back in London? So I said, great. And I brought my puppy for her first meeting in Soho to meet Barney, and she sat under the table while we discussed a big business deal, and stayed very nice and calm. And anyway, that's enough on that story, but thank you, Barney and Tracy at Number 8, and Waffle. And then we've got Panavision. Thank you, George. Thank you, Adam Brown, Adam Coles. Big grown-up camera company supporting upcoming talent and people making films on cranky cameras. And not just camera, of course, lights, studios, you know, they're big. Who have I missed? Haven't missed anyone, have I? No. If I have, I'm in trouble. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just over ambled.
No, it's good. They're
Gold
all
goes
brilliant.
to. Thanks for the encouragement, Alex.
I'm going to phone up
someone.
Yeah.
I could put money on who this is, but we can't control the voting or anything, so it doesn't matter.
I can say they don't have WhatsApp.
Okay, that doesn't.
That's
help me
exciting,
guess
isn't
who
it?
is. Oh, what? Hang on. What?
Oh, wow.
Hello.
I did not expect that.
We're just calling you to say that your film didn't come out, unfortunately. I'm really sorry, mate. Did you keep the lens cap on? How are you?
I'm good. Is this the call I think it is?
How do you fancy, one of these?
I don't think you understand how surprised I am. I was about to log off. I was like, whoever's won really deserved it. No, I would say that this is actually not what I expected. The competition was so good. There were so many films in there I loved. I really did love.
Well, everyone loved yours a lot. And aren't you a first time Super 8er? Wasn't that your first ever time?
I've never even shot a photograph on film. I've never even come close to it. So it was a great experience. I mean, first off, I have to shout out to John, my DOP, and Ellie, who helped produce, who we could use our house, you know, and Zoe as well, who produced, and Caviar in general, because they really believed in the idea from the second I submitted it, and they really pulled out the stop. So I just want to shout out to those guys.
Amazing, quite right. I mean, they are fantastic. The whole team that we know at Caviar are great. So I can feel your love of their support. I can imagine what that's like. So in case anyone hadn't twigged, this is the director Cuba, and he did Caviar's entry, A Separation, which was the man with a cactus. How did you have the idea?
I don't know how I have most of my ideas. It was nature. It was nature, and I knew that I wanted to be. I wanted to be on the nose, so I knew that a plant had to be in it. And then I think I might have seen like somebody's Instagram story where they had just like a cornucopia of like plants in their house, and I was like, what does that mean for a plant when you leave and you know your life goes back to normal? And that's kind of where the idea came from.
Wow, it's brilliant, and it's great when you see an idea and it's got all the steps, it's got some acts, it's got a little surprise at the end, and you just fitted it in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was close, right?
Yeah, I mean, the best part of the whole shoot was John's face as he panned up when we got the cactus, and then it just stopped rolling, and he looked at me with like a mixture of like terror, excitement, And he was like, because he didn't know if he got it or not, and it was just like, he was like, I don't know.
I mean, it would have worked anyway, but it was really good to see that it had that like last visual sort of joke, really, and so glad you just got that in. Woo. Brilliant. Oh, well done. Well, that's, and your charity is, do you know what it is?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know exactly
the Motherhood Group.
That's literally my producer calling me to celebrate.
Get her on!
My charity is the Mother Group. Basically, it was when this came out, when I was asked about what charity I wanted to put on, a lot of stuff was in the news. Awareness was being raised about the fact that a lot of POC mothers are kind of like not treated to the same standard in this country as Caucasian mothers, mainly because systemic reasons, not necessarily direct racism. It's more like the misunderstanding of cultural norms when it comes to pain and needing help and stuff like that. And I felt that was a good charity to give towards.
Brilliant. It's really nice when it sort of puts light on a charity that we haven't heard of as well, because that's half the battle, apart from the bit of money, and it's getting them on the map a bit more as well. So take a good look at that. But yeah, brilliant. I'm over the moon. So we've got winning there gold caviar.tv. So anyone watching who's never heard of Caviar, just check out the awesomeness of it, and obviously look at Cuba's reel. And then what did we have in silver? We had, oh my god, my brain's just going. Oh yeah, Cameron from the Producers in Australia. Check out their stuff as well. And in taking bronze was Pulse Films, another amazing film production company. So all production companies, no agencies in the top 3 this time.
Can I just take this 1 second just to say that one of my favorites as well hasn't been mentioned. It was the one where the guy was being filmed and he had the leaves in his ear and he took them out and his crew being killed. I just want to shout out that film. That was really great. That was one of my favorites.
From Familia, The Quietest Sound on Earth.
Yeah,
nice one. Oh, that's sweet. Who made that? Your brother?
No, what it was, I watched and I was like, I imagined that me and whoever made that film at some point had like a kind of like a joint idea. That makes sense. I see like there's kind of like a great similarity there.
Yeah, and we really did like randomise the order, and they turned out next to each other as well. It's kind of funny. Anyway, well, listen, well done. Thank you for getting involved, and everyone at Caviar. And very deserved. The trophy's been taken away from me now. It's over there, but we'll send it over here shortly.
Great stuff. And and thank you for this competition. It was really an eye-opener, and thank you to everybody who's still watching for voting for us.
Perfect. And we'll do spread the word around friends, because it's terrifying, but it's not to be terrified of.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, I'll do a little wrap up, but thanks so much for coming on, and well done for making a brilliant film and winning.
Thank you, Ed.
The Nature Edition.
Thanks, man.
Love it. We'll have to have a drink.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. All right. Shall I go over there?
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow, that was a nice, energetic end. Whoa. I like this contrapam. Yeah, and we arrive at the same time. Nice one, Oscar. That was cool. We could have done it the other way. No, we'll do that. Should we do that? No more takes. We've done take 2 today. This has all been take 2. If anyone that wasn't here at the beginning won't get that joke. Well, you should have been here on time, or you should have not given up on it when it wasn't working. So screw you. Anyway, that's it. That wraps up another Straight 8 shootout. I think it's about our 9th or 10th now. We will be doing another one. We try and do about 2 a year. We sometimes find it hard to attract companies to be brave enough to do this. Why? What's the harm in it? There's a little button underneath where you're watching where you can register your company's interest. So do that. And there's also another competition, Straight 8 2021, which is open to anyone, which is less expensive to enter. You won't need your CFO or your CEO to sign off the amount. And that's still open, and you've got till July the 8th to think of and make a film. So have a think about that. That's on a button called Straight 8 2021. And actually, if you're watching this and you send us a cheeky message saying, can I get a cheaper place? And you sort of say something amazing about what you've seen today and you flatter us, sorry about the spit, then maybe we'll knock a bit off as well. But that could be fun. So basically, as you can tell really from some of the nice stuff that's happened, Straight 8 is now 22 years old, by the way. And it's really amazing. It is really amazing. Personally, I find it amazing. We do, Alex does as well, and he's been on it for a few years now. Like, great stuff happens. I'm not just talking about the films or anything. It's just like weird stuff, great connections. There are a myriad connections being made all the time. It's like a big family in a way, and you can jump in at any time. Our plan is to try and keep it going forever, really. I want it to outlive me. That would be amazing. And we're constantly just trying to make it get that much kind of base that it can just carry on forever without insane amounts of energy coming from us, when really we should be getting on with other things. But anyway, that's by the by. But I think if it can just keep going, my God, you know, Cameron's great-great-grandchildren one day will be doing it. And wouldn't that be great? And Cinelab will still be processing the film, right? And Kodak, you'll still be making it, right? Make sure of it, if you're watching. Okay, I'm wittering now. We're done. Anything else to say?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Stay in touch, sign up for our lists. We're all over the internet like you are. But let's meet in the real world soon. We're back doing events soon. Hope you've had a great time. Well done to all the winners. Thanks to all the partners. Thanks to the team here. Bye!